better duck friend. I did a deal with a nigga that look like Peter Griffin, got a butt. I heard them niggas about to come and spin your block, you better bust then. Oh, you ain't got it on, you better duck then. You think 100,000 hard to get, you must ain't touch 10. Oh, you ain't run around here.
Mike Wang, where have you been? Mike Wang, you abandoned us. The break that Mike Wang just took up until now, that might have been the longest one. Like, we've been looking for this nigga. This nigga, they dropped the game and then left. But as you can see by the title, he's back. He's speaking. We got questions. He's answering. And so we are going to go over that today. You see, Mike Wang Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, @Beluba. You know, make sure you follow me, Mr. Humble himself. We got right here, 29 minutes ago. Y'all see this? It say, are there any improvements? That's the question. The question is, are there any improvements to standing dunks? Now, these are questions, I guess, people were asking over in the Discord, because if you know, Mike Wang was answering questions that we was asking straight through X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Like, that's how he was doing it. This whole this whole poster, whatever, he wasn't doing this. He was strict, like, replying to questions. But are there any improvements to standing dunks? We reworked the logic for standing dunks to make them more reliable for bigs who aren't too crowded under the rim. We also retuned standing skill dunks to have generally larger green windows to compensate for how fast most of them. Yes, okay. I like that. So they made standing dunks better. How y'all feel about standing dunks? They damn sure was fast. Some of the standing dunks animation, that shit, yeah, they definitely was a little too fast. And they said they reworked the logic of standing dunks under the rim when aren't too crowded. So how's that going to work? But then they Mike Wang also talked about, you know, on the courtside report, if y'all haven't seen, you know, go watch my other video. I was talking about new body ups and when a person go to the rim, or if they at the rim, how would that work out with that? Like, you know, but I guess, I don't know. Yeah, let's go back. We're gonna go to the next one. He answered a lot of questions today. So I guess if you got a question, you can ask it in the 2K Discord. Or if you want to look at this, you know, just go over to Twitter. Are there any changes to bursts and changes in direction for ball handlers? We spent some time tuning the dribbler's ability to start, stop, and cut. The speed and tightness of changing directions will vary based on ratings and dribble styles. Sounds logical. But the dribblers, I'm not a dribbler, bro. I'm a get bucket type nigga. I go to the basket, to the bar. But, you know, people didn't like dribbling in the past in 2K25. So, I mean, it sounds good. It sounds like they worked on it. But then again, it sounds good. You gotta play the game, bro. You gotta play the game. And with that, I guess that'll affect the momentum, you know, the ability to, you know, I guess to start it, you know. We gonna see, you know. That's for y'all. I'm not a dribble head, bro. Get a bucket. Next question. Can you do no-dip catch and shoots in team control modes? Yes. In team control modes, as soon as you initiate the pass, you can do a quick catch and shoot by immediately holding L2, LT as you receive the catch. I play PlayStation, so I'm LT. But yeah, if y'all haven't heard, that's a new shooting mechanic added to the a new mechanic added to shooting. So instead of, you know, loading up when you catch and shoot, you can just quickly shoot the ball by holding LT. So, and I like that. So, but then again, we got to see how that play out, bro. Can't be having no cheese and shit. No shit that don't make sense. That shit that don't, Like the rebounding, the green and rebounding, bro. Green and rebounders is crazy, bro. Man. Are there any changes to pluck steals and lane steals? The answer is on-ball steal targeting and steal animations have been improved to reward defenders who position themselves well and anticipate the dribbler's move. The can animation pluck steals have been almost entirely disabled. Pass interceptions have been tuned a bit, but are similar in effectiveness to 2K25. I feel like in 2K25, nigga, I was supposed to be getting steals. I wasn't getting lane steals, nigga. Yeah, I hope y'all tuned that. But what's the can animation pluck steals? What do you have been? Okay, so I guess he's saying steals are strictly going to be on, I guess, the steal rating and the positioning. Cause you know, if you dribbling all that and I'm on the side of you, if I'm on your left, you know, you dribbling and you get the ball in your left hand, that's a steal. And I got a 90-something steal, and you spamming dribble moves. Not good. Next question. Can you cancel out the new post go-to shots? For the post go-to shots that have a dribble, yes. You can cancel like regular go-to shots. You can always pump fake and chain to step throughs also. And chain step throughs also. But yeah. And the step through the pump fakes on the regular go-to shots, if you haven't, like, yeah, those catch a motherfucker. So, you know, in the post go-to shots, you know, like I said it already for the guards, you know, it's just adding to your bag more. I feel like you be more like Jordan, more like Kobe. So, you know, it is what it is. Next question. Would that be a boost for turning the shot meter off? Turning off the shot meter will slightly increase the size of your green window. And if you haven't noticed, I mean, if you don't know, if you're new to 2K, that always been like, no, not always, but at least in 25 was like that. So that's returning. So if you cut your shot meter off, you get a boost. So ain't too much explain that, right? Can we pull the chair when being back down in the paint? Bro, you can tell some of these questions are like, bro, you're a god. You ain't played a big and you're like, you can tell, bro, why you want to pull a chair, bro? You too little. Get out the fucking paint, you little baby. You little baby. The answer was yes, you can pull a chair by tapping circle or B when the offensive player make contact with you. Bro, if I'm 7 foot, I don't think another 7 foot would be trying to pull a chair on me, right? Right? That's fucked up. Alright. Next question. Have there been any changes to baseline sensitivity? Now, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why 2K would make in 2K25 that motherfuckers couldn't go baseline like that. The baseline was basically fucking like overstretched, like on the court, bro. That shit was crazy. You could be driving to the base, do a move, and you step right out, or driving to the base, get bumped, you step right out. I understand getting bumped, but bro, if I'm going to the basket and ready to lay it up, and I'm open. You can be open. You can be open and still step out of fucking bounds. Yeah, so I guess he said, yes, there was improvements to address the baseline sensitivity, especially when attempting baseline layups. See, yes, you can be going right for a layup and step out when nobody's near you. Why was that like that in the first place? I don't know. 2K on that bullshit as usual. Next question. Is the size of the green window different for no dip compared to regular catch and shoot? The answer is the green window for quick catch and shoot shots are the same as regular shots. It's possible this could change in the future. So the question was, like we said earlier, they got the quick shots, you can quick catch and shoot. and you know there's the regular catch and shoot. And basically, what they was asking is the green window is going to be different, you know, for those. And he said, you know, it's the same, but I guess this because even though the green window is the same, it's the speed that's different. So, you know, yeah, I like that. Don't change the window. All this window moving, window shifting, jumping out the window, windows busting out the window. What the fuck? Like, chill on the windows, bro. Keep this shit the same. Change the speed. Understand that. This is dang. What did it say? If you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happens when two people both green a rebound? And Mike says you can still grab a rebound if you don't green the timing. And if a little player is trying to out rebound a big, excellent timing will often not be enough to secure the board. Obviously, that's a fucking baby. Why are you in the paint? It's your problem. If the big makes zero effort and just stand there, the little guy will have a. The fuck? Alright, bro. Chill out. What I was say? Little guy have a better chance with perfect timing though. If two players green a rebound timing, the outcome is decided based on rating and position and height. Okay. And this is all obviously like you didn't. This is obvious, bro. I feel like this already been like that. Obviously, if you stand there and don't not try to grab the rebound, the fucking guard is going to grab the rebound. The guard is the one jumping for the ball, bro. Like, and like, if you, nigga, if a big right here and a big right here, nigga, and the ball up, nigga, I got more rebound, I got more vertical, I'm grabbing it. Like, this is obvious, but says he continues, but the core mechanics around how rebounding works isn't changing in 2K20 and 2K26. Timing your jump has always been an important aspect of rebounding. The indicator was added just to help players understand how rebounding works. If you never understood how rebounding works, get the fuck off center. Matter of fact, I do you one better. Get the fuck off the game. You're the problem. You're in the way. Like, who needs an indicator when they tell them how to when to grab a fucking rebound? But I guess that'll help you, airheads. Fucking dunce cat whannons. Alright, next question. Since double tapping circle or B is rat passes now, can you still do flashy passes? And he says, flashy passes have been moved to cross plus circle on PS5 or A plus B on Xbox. Self alley-oops has now been mapped to square plus triangle on PS5 or X plus one on Xbox. So that's just a little remapping. So, a little remapping of the controller because they added the rat passes. Are there any changes to dribbling besides the new controls for signature size up? Dribbling has changed a lot in NBA 2K26. Branching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves than you could in 2K25. We made an effort to make dribbling faster and the inputs more responsive as well. You can find some great new content as well as the return of some old favorites. I.e. Pippin behind the back rap. So I think dribbling heads will be able to create some nice highlights this year. Yeah, if you made them tighter, you know, obviously make them tighter, make them quicker, and this and that, how's it gonna feel? Like I said, all this sounds good, but we gotta feel the game. We gotta play it, bro. And obviously, we're not gonna be able to play it till it come out because 2K ain't dropping no prelude, no demo, no none of that. So just gotta wait. Let's see what else he's saying. Can you explain how the rhythm shooting works? Can the still green a shot with early or late timing? Rhythm shooting is basically all about mastering your shot time, your shot's unique tempo. There's still an ideal timing point for when to push the pro stick, but you, I can't see. Hold on, let me click on it. Hold on, I got my glasses on now. I can't see. That's why I'm trying to lean up. But you still don't have to green the timing to make the shot. However, the better you time the release, the more wiggle room you have to match the tempo. Timing of the right stick movement and speed of the stick throw will also affect how the animation plays out. So if you start the push early or throw the stick fast, you'll see the shooter rush the animation. If you delay the push, you'll see the player hold the set point and hang a bit before starting the shoot animation, the shooting motion. And if you throw the stick too early, you'll see a lazier looking follow through. It's great if you need to bro. I'm hot, chill. Intentionally rush your shot to beat a closeout or low shot clock, but your green tempo window will be much smaller. I already said I'm being a rhythm shooter, because like you can see, even if you don't, he's saying even if you don't get the perfect tempo, even if you don't get the perfect release or whatever, when you're rhythm shooting, you can still make the shot. And on my last video, they showed the fucking, or you can just go to 2K Labs, like the shot making, you make more shots rhythm using rhythm shooting than this the box, or the X, or whatever you shoot with, the button. So I'm gonna go rhythm. Yeah, I'm gonna go rhythm this year. I'm gonna try it out. But that'll be all for this video. I was just showing y'all Mike Wang back, bro. He back. If you got questions, you can go over to the 2K Discord and ask questions, or you can ask him on Twitter. He is replying here. Let's go to the replies. He is replying to some people, I believe, on Twitter. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. I thought he did reply. I guess he not. See, like I said, he doing all this, you know. He is answering and making them like that. So that's how they doing it. So if you enjoyed the video, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's your boy Sadie. I'm out.